Welcome to the next stop on our long way home back to Lalande. Today we have come to the Po Valley near the town of Parma in the centre of Italy. We're in the area of Emilia-Romagna and specifically at this beautiful country relais. It's called the Antica Corte Pallavicina. This is the family home and passionate project of the chefs Massimo Spigarolli and Luciano Spigarolli. And in fact here, just next to the Corte, you can see a very glamorous modern restaurant has been added. This is a one-star Michelin restaurant where diners can enjoy, as we did last night, the extraordinary culatello that is made here. For centuries, it was an aristocratic home to marquises who would look after the local area and farm. A corte traditionally was quite agricultural in nature. They would cure their own meat here, grow their own produce on the farm, raise their own livestock, and Massimo Spigarolli has tried to reintroduce exactly that tradition here. And as you can imagine, in summer, it's full of produce growing for the kitchens here. Here are all of their own apricots and cherries that they've preserved. And you can see it all comes from this property. But to see more of how they lived here in the past, let's go look inside. And this is the reception. As soon as you come in, there's this beautiful fire. I can't describe how incredible it was to arrive here last night and be greeted by that after a really long journey from France. You can immediately see that it was an agricultural property. There's a little ladder going to that tiny door up there, I suspect for more produce storage rooms. But the family also lived here. And as we go and see the main rooms, you'll see just how beautiful they were. And they still have their spectacular original painted ceilings. The building dates from 1320, but the ceilings are from around the 15th, 16th centuries. It is a dream being here. And look at that beautiful fireplace. The way the light filters through the window. Everywhere you look feels like a still life. And there's a whole suite of room with such beautiful ceilings here. And there's the family's coat of arms over the fireplace. And the ceilings are so delicate. All these swirls and floral motifs.
Now, this is something I've been looking for a while.
The surtout de table.
I love them. And they're so practical because it's got mirrors.
Yeah, so I'm actually really looking forward to hearing how this is so practical and how everyone needs one.
Well, I'm not saying everyone needs one, but everyone who uses a tablecloth should have one. Or maybe not this brand, but like a version of it. Because you just have a glass plateau instead. Because this means that whenever you've got a huge candelabra and it's dripping wax, which happens all the time, you can easily scrape it off of the mirror, off of the glass, instead of trying to peel it off.
At the moment, we're living like savages.
You're telling me? No, but it's one of those things that I've been looking for, but they are all expensive.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, Philip's latest obsession.
Latest? I've been looking for one for like 3 years.
This one is so beautiful, isn't it?
I love this ceiling.
Yeah, I think this is our favourite ceiling of all of them. And what is unusual is that they've paired these ceilings with very contemporary art, almost all of which is of pigs. This place is all about the pig, and it has been for 700 years. However beautiful these rooms are, the real treasure of this entire building lies beneath our feet. It's in the cellars that since 1320, so for 700 years, that they have been curing culatello, and that is what makes this place famous. Culatello is a type of ham. It's actually the back part of the pig, so the back legs, which means that they can make 2 culatello from 1 pig. Normal ham tends to be on the bone and hung as is. This is different. It's taken off the bone and it's placed inside a pig's bladder, and then it's hung in a dark, humid, cool place to mature. And something magical happens, and it happens because of the area that we're in. It's in the lowlands near Parma in the valley of the Po River. And there's a very specific reason why it can only be made here, and that is the weather. And to talk about that, let's go outside. There's a sort of foggy mist hanging over everything in this wintry air. And that's the magic of this area. It's that fog, the humidity that comes with it, that goes through the windows of the cellar and onto the hams that are hanging to start the maturation process. And Massimo Spigaroli is passionate about that, about using the terroir in the same way that they do for wines, for food. He calls it gastro-terroir, enjoying and serving food that could only come from your region. And as you'll see, in our meal last night, we enjoyed the culatello that was created here in the cellar, but we also tried freshwater shrimp from the River Po and many other things that were specifically from this area. And now let's go on this misty day back inside. Oh goodness, hello! Well, I'm feeling right at home now. I didn't realise that there were peacocks here. How wonderful! But now let's go in and see where the magic happens. I will show you the cellars. If this seems vast, this is just the beginning, because last night we actually went into the main cellar where the most precious culatello is kept. But you can see when looking at it closely, it doesn't look very appetizing like this because it is covered in a fine layer of mold. The humidity comes through the window leading to the Po Valley, and it helps to start the maturation process. It's the bladder that's covered in the fine layer of mold, but beneath it the ham is maturing and getting sweeter and stronger in flavor. And when the bladder is removed, the ham is perfect beneath it. The entire process takes about 2 years, though it can be more or less depending on the depth of flavour required. Apparently, King Charles III, who definitely gets his culatello from here, likes his at about 48 months aged. And as you can see, they even age Parmesan in here. They don't make the Parmesan, they get that from a local producer. This, of course, is the area of Parmesan cheese, but they age it here until it's exactly perfect for them to serve in their restaurant. And this is the door to the cellar that we went into last night. I will be able to show you just a little peek through here. There, you're looking into the 700-year-old cellar with the culatello aging in it. It was an extraordinary feeling to go in there. And it's an experience that I definitely want to share with you. So let's go over to our arrival late last night. I wasn't expecting to actually see the fog that cures the ham. I can't quite believe it. The minute we got to this area, there was fog everywhere. And that is what slows the curing process in winter and makes the ham so sweet. Well, as we're going to find out, I hope. Look, that's what we're going to be eating tonight.
Okay.
This is unbelievable.
These are the older cellars built by the Pallavicino Marquises,
Yes.
and they are active since 1320.
So there's been ham hanging since 1320?
Yeah, in 1320, and they were the first, the Pallavicino Marquises were the first to use the traditional method we use also today. We follow the nature and the seasons. We create the ideal microclimate here in the cellars to start the aging process, the maturation process of the meat.
And these are the people that have reserved them.
You can see the targets with the name of our most important clients. The process basically starts here because the window positioned in the north of the Po River to creeps inside the cellars, all the fog, all the humidity, to start the metamorphosis.
So they start here, near the window.
Near the window, yeah, and hand the process far from the window. It's a story of tradition, of experience.
It's incredible. I think it's making someone very hungry.
If you're ready, I recommend you.
Thank you so much.
As we await our first course, we're doing a bit of light reading.
Yes.
That's the wine list.
It is.
How on earth are you supposed to choose?
Something Italian. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, something local, hopefully.
Yeah?
You look as though you're about to read someone a fairy tale, from a huge old book.
Okay.
I've settled in, you can start. Cheers, darling. And this wine is made here on this estate. They've brought little nibbles for us to try. This, which was beautifully presented under a tiny cloche, is a fig cappuccino, apparently. And then we have river shrimp from the Po River. Then mascarpone and pumpkin. And a mini tartare with mustard. Oh, there's things lurking inside. There was a little surprise inside. There was delicious ham in the base of it. Amazing. I'm moving on to the prawns.
That was so good.
Amazing. The prawns and the tartare. Wow. And now The bread course has arrived.
I love culatello.
Look at the butter.
I know.
Oh, heaven.
You will find the 18 month, the 27 month, and 37 month.
It's most mysterious. Oh, how delightful. So that is to wipe my hands afterwards. Amazing. So I've been given instructions. I have to eat it with my fingers. I started with the youngest. It's very salty and it just melts in the mouth. It is absolutely delicious. It's incredible to think this was the ham that we just saw in that cellar. And I've tasted all of them now, and I can say that I do prefer the more mature one. So this is the one that's been hanging there aging the longest. That little rosette. It's wonderful. I'm quite curious about my next course because it's served in a bladder. I hope they're going to remove the bladder first, but let's see what happens.
Our fresh pasta made by our eggs and our flour from our farm. And inside the pasta you can find a feel of Fiorentina chicken. It's a local type of chicken that we choose from our farm when it's older. Inside the bladder also we add this cream of Parmesan cheese aged 12 years. It's a very important Parmesan cheese to give the creamy texture and the salty flavors. Inside the bladder we add also the spinach from our farm. We close the bladder, we're going to cook on the chicken stock to use all the part of the chicken, so the bones for the stock, the meat for the ravioli, and the eggs for the pasta.
Wonderful.
And now, the last part is the culatello. That one is the end part of culatello that we choose from the older culatello because it's more dry. We maintain our cellar for 4 months to give more dry consistency, but also to give more flavor to our ravioli. And another last part is the truffle. White truffle, in this case from our hill.
Oh, but I can smell it from here. Oh my goodness, the smell is incredible. This looks and smells incredible. You look so happy right now.
Thank you so much.
It is absolutely delicious with this depth of flavour. And of course the bladder's not there just for show. It's because in the past, that was the equivalent of the modern sous vide, because a bladder in the days before plastic was one of the only ways that you could have something waterproof, because clearly a bladder is going to be waterproof. This is divine. Now, I felt it wasn't enough, really for all of your sakes, oh my goodness, to try the ham and describe it to you. I felt the local cheeses were very important to try. I'm really excited about the parmesan. That might be the one I can smell from here. I just thought, how could I let you all wonder and not really explain? So I did go for it. I'm trying the, as he said, pungent blue cheese, though I was relieved by the fact that the crust was coffee and cocoa and not malt.
I think someone else is quite interested now in the cheese.
Did you just wake up because of the smell?
Cheese came and you appeared.
Sorry, what was that again?
I haven't seen it. Steph just tried one of the cheeses. I heard a thing, something. And then I looked up, one of her eyes was shut, like now. And she just looks shocked.
That is the second mildest cheese on the floor. And trust me, I live in France. I like strong cheese. I'm used to strong cheese. This was the medium goat's cheese.
I want to see you try the strong one.
Where did the sweet wine arrive from?
That's another glass of red, so I said.
Not have come at a better time. I actually ordered the cheese course so that Jan had a little treat because he's been so patient during the whole thing, but I'm not giving him that one. Imagine him with one eye shut.
No, darling.
I'm about to try the blue. I'm quite frightened. The middle one was actually very, very nice. That is coffee, chocolate, and the strongest blue cheese I've ever eaten. It's got an almost waxy texture. That's the chef's favourite. I think the chef can have that as a little treat at the end of the meal.
I love how you put the other one back as well. You're like, not touching that.
Those two are staying on their pedestals. Oh, and this is the parmesan. This is very naughty. I'm just going to eat it like this. Cheese of the gods. We've ended on a real high.